And welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Jumai Manson. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. Now the news in full. Minister of Works David Umahi has in Lagos Calabar Expressway, then the Minister. Let's quickly go on a very quick break. The news continues shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that very quick break. Now the news continues. The House of Representatives has urgently called on the Federal Ministry of Works, the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FIRMA, and the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, to deploy personnel and resources to Suleja-Lambata Bida Highway to alleviate severe gridlock and restore traffic flow. The House also directed the Ministry of Works to conduct an emergency assessment of the highway, engage with contractors handling the project to determine the reasons for delays, and propose long-term solutions to prevent future occurrences. These resolutions followed the adoption of a motion of urgent public importance presented by Saidu Musa Abdullahi and 9 other lawmakers addressing the need to resolve gridlock on the Suleja-Lambata Bida Highway in Niger State, which has caused significant delays and raised concerns about public safety and law enforcement. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar reacted to the disturbing viral video of malnourished children being arraigned before Federal High Court, Abuja. This was disclosed in a statement issued by his media team. The protesters, who were arrested in Abuja, Kaduna, Gombe, Jos, Katsina, and Kano states, were being accused of treason, among other offenses. However, 4 of the detained demonstrators, mainly minors, were said to have been hurriedly rushed out of the courtroom after they struggled to stand on their feet. The National Democratic Front called on the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Edun, to intervene in the political crisis in Rivers State. In a statement signed by spokesperson Ikenna Ezenekwe in Abuja, the NDF expressed dissatisfaction with the judgment delivered by Justice Joyce Abdul-Malik of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which barred the Central Bank of Nigeria from releasing monthly allocations to the state. The group alleged that some politicians undermine the judicial system for personal gain in what it described as a severe erosion of the integrity within Nigerian judiciary, noting that such actions threaten both President Bola Tinubu's administration and the judiciary's standing. Let's go on a very quick break. The news continues shortly. Stay tuned. You're welcome back to the news, midday news on Global Television. Welcome back from a very quick break. Justice Obiara Ugwatu of the Federal High Court in Abuja granted bail to 76 bad governance protesters, stating with two short that one of the sureties must be a level 15 civil servant, while the parents of the respective defendant. He further instructed the sureties to submit their letter of last promotion, letter of appointment, means of identification, and verified addresses to the court. Additionally, the sureties were to deposit their international passports with the court registrar, along with passport photographs, and swear an affidavit of means. The National Economic Council (NEC) has expressed reservations over the tax reform bill forwarded by President Bola Tinubu to the National Assembly. This was part of the resolutions reached during the National Economic Council meeting chaired by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Queen Agaba has the details. We apologize. That report will be brought in our subsequent bulletin. The Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, in its daily shipping position said that 7 ships would berth with crude oil at the Lagos ports. The NPA stressed that 7 vessels out of the 9 expected and would berth diesel, crude oil, bulk oil, petrol, and aviation fuel, while the remaining 2 vessels were berthed with containers carrying different goods. Overnight, Governor Hope Uzodinma has received the remains of an elder statesman, late Chief Emmanuel Iwanyao, the 11th President General of Ohaneze Indigbo, a social-cultural group at the Imo Government House, Owerri, Imo State Capital, as he journeyed to his final resting. Emmanuel Anyanwu, an industrialist and a business mogul, died on July 25, 2024, at the age of 81 after a brief illness in a hospital in Abuja, and his remains are moved to his hometown, Ata Ikeduru, local government area of Imo State, to be laid to rest. The governor of Ondo State, Honorable Lucky Ayedatiwa, has announced that a new minimum wage of 73,000 naira for civil servants in the state will be implemented starting from this November. The governor made this declaration during the 2024 Public Service Week celebration, an event marked with a fitness walk aimed at promoting the health and well-being of public workers. Members of Kogi State House of Assembly have decried the illicit intake of hard drugs by some youths in the state. In a motion of urgent public importance moved on the floor of the Assembly, the member representing Lokoja constituency, Bin Tijani, called for the establishment of rehabilitation center to cater to the needs of victims of abuse such as drugs, rape, and other mental challenges. He noted that this has led to the death of many youths in the state. While lamenting the increase of drug abuse and other social vices in Lokoja and other parts of the state, the lawmaker stated that besides drug abuse, rape, and gender are prevalent and have also caused significant trauma for the victims. He lamented that Kogi State has no rehabilitation center to cater to such victims, which has led many to resort to unprofessional caregivers. Now, no fewer than 20 passengers in 5 vehicles have been reportedly kidnapped on Mariga Kantagora Road in Niger State. The Speaker of Niger State House of Assembly, who also represents Mariga constituency, Barrister Abdul Malik Seriki Daji, made this known in an interview with journalists. He said the incident happened when bandits blocked the Maringa Katangura Road between Babalamba and Beru. The speaker was reacting to the military refusal that bandits were not on its training ground in Katangura local government of the state, which also extends to Maringa local government area. You're watching Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, where Midday News returns. Nigeria sets January 25th for $5 billion African Emergency Bank takeoff. Details of this as well as foreign and sports stories coming right after this break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Midday News on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. On our business decks now, the 36 state governors of the Federation have unilaterally demanded the immediate withdrawal of the National Tax Reforms Bill, delivering a significant strategic blow to the comprehensive effort undertaken by Taiwo Oyelede-led Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee. The governor, speaking during the National Economic Council, Nigeria's highest economic advisory body, asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to withdraw the reforms bill from the National Assembly for more comprehensive consultations. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde announced this as part of resolutions reached at the Council's 104th meeting chaired by the Vice President Kashim Shettima at the State House, Abuja. Over now to the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria says high logistical costs associated with buying petrol from the Dangote refinery have driven independent marketers to seek more affordable options at other depots across Nigeria. National Assistant Secretary of IPMAN, Yakubu Suleiman, made this known while feeding questions on Arise Television's morning show program. Suleiman also accused the CEO of Dangote Refinery, Aliko Dangote, of sidelining supply strategy, claiming that in limited engagement with independent marketers has hampered the ability to lift petrol from the facility. The Nigerian government has set January 28, 2025 as a deadline for the operational of $5 billion African Energy Bank (AEB) in Abuja, which is aimed at bridging financing gaps in the continent's oil and gas industry. A Nigerian delegation led by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, Nicholas Ella, and the African Petroleum Producers Organization made a disclosure at the 19th Executive Board meeting of the organization in Yaoundé, Cameroon. According to a statement issued by the ministry, Ella reiterated Nigerians' commitment to the ideals of the organization and the immediate setting up of the emergency bank in Abuja. Now recall that Nigeria won the hosting right for the establishment of the African Energy Bank headquarters in July 2024, after it competed with Ghana, Algeria, South Africa, and Benin Republic. On our foreign scene now, just days ahead of the election in the United States of America, Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris has slammed Republican former President Donald Trump for very offensive remarks about women as she pressed her case about his misogamy as no place in the 21st century America. As they chase one another through the 7 swing states expected to decide the election, Harris is conveying a more upbeat message with her final stop of the day at the star-studded rally in Las Vegas, where she was introduced by pop Marlon Jennifer Lopez. Harris targeted Trump over his remarks when he told a rally he wanted to protect American women, whether the women liked it or not, branding the comment as offensive to everybody. A drug trafficking-related shooting in the western French city of Poitiers escalated into a brawl, potentially involving up to 600 people. French authorities say 5 people were seriously injured in a drive-by shooting at a restaurant in the city, including a 15-year-old boy who was left in critical condition after being shot in the head. Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau described the incident as an alarming sign of drug-related violence escalating in the country. Over now to sports, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reassured Nigeria's team of full government support as they prepare to compete in the Invictus Games set to take place next year in Vancouver, Canada. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Special Needs and Equal Opportunities, Mohammed Abba Isa, stated this during a sports training week organized by the African Unconquered Foundation, AUF, in Abuja. He said President Tinubu's administration remains deeply committed to supporting service members who inspire the nation with their bravery and resilience. Still on sports, Super Eagles and Fulham midfielder Alice Iwobi has ventured further into music with the release of his second single, What's Love. This is following the success of his debut track, Don't Shoot, which made him the first Premier League player to officially release music. His latest single, What's Love, posted via his special social media handle on Thursday, is a celebration of African culture, blending Afro swing with rap elements and features collaborations with friends SPKs and M. Brown. Manchester United have appointed Ruben Amorim as their new head coach, replacing the sacked Erik ten Hag. The 39-year-old Portuguese coach, who won 2 Premier League Liga titles with Sporting Lisbon, has signed a deal until 2027 and will join the club on November 11th. Former United striker Rod van Nistelrooy, who took charge on an interim basis after Erik ten Hag was sacked, will stay on for the club's next 3 features. Amorim is the 6th permanent manager United have appointed since Sir Alex Ferguson's 26-year-old reign ended with his retirement in 2013. As we end the midday news on Global TV, here is a recap of our top stories again. President Bola Tinubu has stated that the National Assembly can make alter to tax reform bill. And in business, we brought to you that the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has made a case for fair pricing and stronger collaboration. On our foreign scene, Kamala Harris has criticized Donald Trump over what she calls his offensive remark on women. Finally, in sports, we told you that Manchester United have appointed Ruben Amorim as new head coach. That's it on Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on ICOMSAT. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.